The traditional link between corporate revenue growth and employment expansion is breaking down permanently. While retail investors focus on quarterly earnings beats, institutional capital is positioning for a structural labor shakeup. Billionaire investor Mark Cuban recently warned that the upcoming wave of artificial intelligence will not create more jobs, but will instead decimate administrative and middle management roles across the enterprise landscape. This is not a distant trend. It is a real-time shift in corporate capital allocation. We are witnessing the replacement of variable human labor with high-margin software. This dynamic will redefine corporate profitability. To understand this shift, look at how the corporate moat is evolving. Historically, businesses scaled by building massive operational teams. Today, companies like Microsoft are redefining enterprise software by embedding AI copilots directly into daily workflows. The goal is simple. They want to turn human labor into an orchestrator rather than a creator. This structural transition allows enterprises to scale their output without a corresponding linear increase in headcount. It shifts the competitive advantage from the size of a company's workforce to the sophistication of its digital infrastructure. This brings us to the changing business model of enterprise software. Salesforce is leading this change by moving away from traditional seat-based licensing toward autonomous agentic networks. Instead of selling software licenses for individual employees, they are selling digital agents that perform complete business processes. This represents a fundamental shift in value capture. Software companies are no longer just providing tools for workers. They are actively supplying the digital labor itself. This transition changes how we must value these software platforms over the next decade. The financial footprint of this transition is clearly visible in recent quarterly results. Tech giants like Alphabet and Microsoft have reported historic capital expenditures, funneling billions directly into data centers and hardware infrastructure. While some analysts worry about the massive near-term spend, the underlying strategy is clear. This intensive CapEx deployment is laying the groundwork for substantial margin expansion down the line. By substituting expensive human operations with scalable computational power, these firms are building highly leveraged operational models designed to maximize long-term cash flow. Here is where the margin metrics become interesting. When you look closely at recent earnings reports, a striking trend emerges. Revenue per employee is beginning to climb across several technology-adjacent sectors. Companies are keeping their headcount relatively flat or even declining, yet their total output continues to rise. This productivity dividend is starting to show up in operating margins. It suggests that the massive investments in AI infrastructure are finally transitioning from speculative research and development into tangible corporate efficiency gains. The next signal comes from management's capital allocation strategy. Across recent earnings calls, executive commentary has shifted from raw growth to intense operational efficiency. Senior leadership teams are continuously emphasizing the need to do more with less. They are redirecting capital away from traditional headcount expansion and toward technology investments. This is a deliberate structural shift. Companies are choosing to invest in software that depreciates predictably rather than taking on the complex, long-term liabilities of expanding their human workforce. This corporate execution strategy is also reshaping forward guidance. Management teams are no longer projecting the same post-cycle hiring sprees that characterized previous economic expansions. Instead, their hiring plans remain highly targeted and disciplined. They are signaling to the market that their future growth will be driven primarily by technology integration. This change in guidance suggests that the structural displacement of labor is not a temporary cost-cutting measure. It is a permanent shift in how corporate America plans to operate. Now look at how the broader sector is reacting to these macroeconomic changes. We are operating in an environment where white-collar labor costs have risen significantly over the past few years. This wage inflation has created a strong incentive for corporate buyers to automate tasks. The macro data shows a subtle but clear divergence. While overall employment metrics look resilient, corporate demand for administrative and routine cognitive roles is quietly softening. This represents a deep structural realigning of the modern labor market. At the center of this transition sits NVIDIA, providing the fundamental processing power for this entire paradigm shift. Every major enterprise is racing to secure the advanced hardware needed to build out their proprietary models. This competitive arms race is driving an unprecedented transfer of capital from traditional operational budgets into the technology sector. It highlights how the modern competitive landscape is no longer just about market share. It is about which companies can automate their cost structures the fastest. But that is only part of the story. This rapid transition carries significant structural risks. As AI systems displace workers, companies are highly likely to face severe societal and regulatory backlash. Governments are already scrutinizing the ethical implications of automated decision-making and mass displacement. We could see the introduction of new labor protection laws or digital service taxes. These regulatory interventions could easily disrupt the projected cost savings of these technology initiatives and create unexpected compliance headwinds. There is also the risk of an enterprise implementation bottleneck. Many companies are spending heavily on AI integration without a clear blueprint for achieving actual operational returns. If these expensive technology initiatives fail to deliver the expected productivity gains, we could see a sharp reassessment of corporate valuation multiples. The market may eventually penalize companies that overallocated capital to unproven technology systems, leading to write-downs and margin compression in the medium term. This leads us to a bigger question regarding forward valuation. How should the market price a corporate sector that requires significantly less labor to generate $1 of earnings? If profit margins structurally expand due to automated labor, historical price-to-earnings ratios may no longer apply. We could see a permanent upward rating of quality corporate profiles. Investors must carefully differentiate between companies that can capture this productivity dividend and those that will merely pass the savings along to consumers. As we look ahead, institutional capital rotation will likely accelerate. Smart money is already moving away from labor-intensive service providers that are vulnerable to wage inflation. Instead, capital is flowing toward highly automated platforms with strong technology insulation. This rotation is not just about chasing growth. It is a defensive strategy designed to protect portfolios from structural margin pressure. Positioning for this trend requires a deep understanding of which business models are truly scalable. Let us look at how to position portfolios for this changing landscape. We are keeping a close breakout watch on major enterprise infrastructure providers that are successfully monetizing their digital labor solutions. Conversely, legacy outsourcing firms and highly manual service businesses are under trim consideration. Their business models are highly vulnerable to margin contraction as cheaper, more efficient software agents emerge. Managing this structural risk is crucial for protecting capital over the coming cycle. The line between human labor and software capital is blurring faster than most investors realize. Understanding this shift is key to preserving wealth. For deep institutional research and structural macro analysis, Make sure to subscribe to SR Money News. We track these long-term secular shifts so you can stay ahead of the curve. Leave your thoughts on how this labor transition will affect corporate margins in the comments below. We will see you in the next analysis.